pre-order Destiny Rise of Iron and get the Iron Gjallarhorn.
All right, we are talking to Tom Taylor. Some big, exciting news. A little unexpected, but also makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You are, first of all, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thanks. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm pretty good, hanging in there. So the big news, you are back for more Injustice. Yes. So there's going to be a sequel to the game, and they're like, who could we get to write the comic? How about Tom Taylor?
Right? Yes, yeah, no, I'm very happy. I am returning to the Injustice universe, the universe that I both helped to build and helped to destroy.
So, like, when, because I know we just found out about the game not too long ago, like, when did they, like, first approach you? Like, hey, we're doing this game.
There's been talks for quite a while, to tell you the truth. You know, I've known that this has been coming for a very long time. I signed the NDA, and I've said nothing. I've been very good. And, yeah, I've known about it for a long time, and then it's all kind of worked out with my schedule. I never wanted to leave Injustice. I love that universe, and I love writing in that universe. And I had to step away to go and do my TV show, The Deep. And we're now at this point where we're just about to end a season, and it's a great time for me to jump back onto this.
So to let people know, so the comic's going to be set between the timeline of the two video games. So do you basically know the storyline of the second game? Because, I mean, you have to know what you're allowed to do and where you kind of have to end, or, you know, not cross any lines.
Yeah, no, I do. I've read the script, and it's a very good script. The writers have done a great job. And, yeah, there's a lot of plot points that are talked about which aren't seen, and, of course, we get to then bring our stuff into that, and we get to fill in those little gaps. Things like Supergirl, who's in the game, she actually rockets to Earth in our comic. So she hasn't been on the planet before now. So she shows up in all of this turmoil, and we get to write her backstory. So that's really fun.
Surprise, welcome, yeah. The world sucks.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But no, it's we have a really epic story. And what's fantastic about reading the game script is there's so much of our comic that's informed that game. Like, if you've read our comics and you're playing that game, it'll be a much richer experience for everything. And it just feels like we've created this multimedia epic, and it all ties canonically, and it's amazing.
Now, do you ever sit back, because, I mean, like you said, destroying the world and just like all the crazy stuff that's happening in the 5 years comics leading up to the first game, yeah. Do you ever sit back and like, now what can I do? You know, I've already, you know, we've killed these characters, we've destroyed this, and these people hate each other. And it's like, so what can I do now?
Yeah, well, one of the difficulties, or not the difficulties, but the challenge in this was there are a whole lot less gods among us for this one, because I brutally murdered a lot of them and tore their limbs off and stuff, and then more so in the game. But the DC universe is such a rich universe, and there are so many great characters, and so many characters I've always wanted to write, and we have a lot of stuff happening. I mean, we have, if you've played the game, so it ends with Superman in jail and a world that's kind of torn apart, and there's a power vacuum, and our comic will be about Batman attempting to rebuild while other people are trying to tear things down, and he's going to have to bring more heroes to his side to help.
So they're still going to be angry. There's going to be like no happy, like let's hang out, have a party. It's like still fighting.
Have you read my comics? There's always happy. There's always happy. There will always be happy moments. There'll always be joy and hope, because otherwise I can't tear it down and make you cry.
Now, you know, I'm assuming some of your stories going to kind of maybe possibly plant some seeds towards the video game without being, because I mean, I'm sure that's under NDA too, where you can't hint at anything, so you have to be kind of sneaky and like, I'm going to write this, and then sit back and not say anything.
Well, no, I think we're okay, because the comic will come out in 2017, just before the game. Okay. So basically people will have played the game, and they will want to know what's happened. So much like we did in the last one, we were telling stories, and we were very, very careful at the beginning, because we had a much longer lead time and people hadn't played the game. Whereas this one, people will go, what does that mean? What's happened? And they can come and read our comic and find out.
So how much of a time period will there be between like issue 1 and then the game?
Well,
or is that something that maybe you can't talk about?
No, I think I can talk about that. It's at least a couple of years before the end of the first game and the second. So we have a big hunk of time to play with, and we have a really huge story for it.
And then we have a release date, or just around the time of the game? Because I don't know what the release date of the game.
I don't know either, but it's 2017, and it will come out before the game.
All right, Injustice 2, the comic, digital first. Make sure you read it right away, avoid spoilers, and then brag to your friends, get them to buy it, and then buy the comics, the printed, the hardcovers, and everything like that. It'll help you be better at the game.
Sure. No, it won't. That's a
But
fallacy.
you can psychologically tell people, hey, I read the comics. I'm gonna kick your butt in the game, and they'll be like, maybe you can.
Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Maybe I will learn like some random Aquaman move just from reading the comics. This isn't true.
Square
Don't believe
square
this.
triangle X and
Yeah.
sweep.
That's right. Yeah, there is a chapter called Square, back, forward,
I'm,
back.
I'm PlayStation.
Yeah. All right.
So I know some people at Xbox, but
Yeah.
So Injustice 2017, the comic, read it, get the game.
Yes.
We should probably say get the game.
Get the game.
Get the game.
It's good. It's going to be good.